welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is the 18th of November today, and it is the new moon in Scorpio tonight here at 10:42. I'm in Australia, and this new moon is at 26 degrees in Scorpio. This is pretty awesome. It's just feeling quite amazing. On October the 10th, we had Jupiter move into Scorpio, which happens once every 12 years and stays there for a whole year until, November 8th. So Jupiter is all about expansion, and in Scorpio it's calling for a different future, bringing everything out into the open, complete transformation, bringing things out. So it's a full transformational time with this new moon in Scorpio. But we all know that real change takes work. And it's not for the faint of heart. It takes a lot of strength as well to really be honest with ourselves, to dive into those shadows, to let go of any self-deception, and to really acknowledge the patterns and ways of being that just aren't serving us anymore. So it's not going to happen overnight. And we've got, this year with Jupiter there as well to really get into this. But there's a milestone at the 29th of April 2018 with a Scorpio full moon. So that's, that completes this cycle of, this moon cycle for Scorpio. And so the Scorpio new moon is all about diving in, taking the leap, jumping off the starting blocks, whatever you want to say. So it's not about forcing things. Scorpio works in the shadows. So it's about paying attention to the full range of feelings involved with the changes being made. So it's really being kind to yourself. If things come up that are really heavy and you're like, oh my gosh, that's how have been living my life, or that's how I've been in relationships. It's about, just gently acknowledging them, not beating yourself up over them. We're all human, we're all human. We all have flaws and weaknesses, but once you bring that shadow up into the light and integrate it as part of your whole being, there's such freedom in that. There's such freedom in that. And within that freedom, new beginnings can happen. So we don't, the fear of the unknown is what stops people from taking that leap, from jumping off, because that fear of the unknown is what keeps most people stuck in a cycle, stuck in their safe zone. It's all, this time is all about embracing and accepting whatever comes up and meeting it. I mean, this is a mantra for our everyday life, whatever comes up, you've got to accept that it's in your life. It's right there, and meet it right there. Don't take your narratives and your stories and your patterns and your beliefs and your past hurt and your betrayal to that moment. Meet that moment with pure presence and acceptance. Acknowledge what's buried, and then you'll be able to integrate. We all want to be whole. We all want to acknowledge and not live in a space of self-deception. We all want to be these authentic, unique, individual beings that we came here to be. We want to shine our individual creative light, but our lights are dimmed when we have all this murky, deep, dark, shadowy stuff that we don't want to acknowledge. There's such space is created when we illuminate those shadows. And so that's what we're doing right now. It's so exciting. I'm really excited. I'm feeling into this energy. But the thing is, for me, I'm feeling a real sense of lightness surrounding this, because I actually have put in a lot of work with regard to healing. So there's no quick fix here. There's no snap your fingers. There's no pill over the counter that's going to transform your shadow into light. There's going to be pain. There's going to be murky depths. There's going to be pain. But it's just having the strength, the power, using that power that is Scorpio in real positive ways, not yielding your power over others to manipulate, which can be a shadowy aspect of Scorpio. It's using that in a peaceful power to empower yourself to self-mastery. I love that. So, we're embarking on a new lifelong journey. It's a new beginning within. I've just got to show you this card now because this is the card of Scorpio. I'm using the tarot of sexual magic today because Scorpio is a very sexy sign. So yeah, this is the major arcana card of Scorpio. Death. She is freaky. I'm going to read what it says because this tarot of sexual magic has, you know, it's about new beginnings and death, but this depiction, what their interpretation of this card is more about, yeah, it's about relationships. So death, abandon, sublimation of the instinct, temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desire. A relationship undergoing a transformation, even the end of things must be accepted serenely. So death, you know, it can be freaked out about by some people who, you know, haven't really dived really deeply into the tarot, that death means a literal death. But death is about change. It's about transformation. It's about letting go of the old to embrace the new. It's about closing that door, letting go, becoming unstuck so you can move, you can fly free like the eagle or the phoenix from the ashes. So death is to be embraced. Life is change. Put this back in the deck. Might come out. So letting go can definitely be scary. I mean, it's easy to stay in our safe little zones, but we need to harness our inner alchemist as we prepare for transformation with the Scorpio new moon. So Scorpio is known as the sex sign. This is why I'm using this very sexy deck. So there are, you know, sexual images here, so you might want to switch off now if you're really not into that. But for Scorpio, sex is far from recreation. Under Scorpio's reign, it means reaching higher planes of ecstasy, consciousness, and spiritual awareness. It's a great time right now to dive a bit deeper into your sexual relationship. Maybe also ask yourself, where in the relationships to sex have you handed your power over to someone else, or you've yielded this power over others with your sexual prowess or your need for power? So you like to control someone sexually, or maybe withhold, or, you know, it's just that whole feeling into what power means for you. Do you come from that inner sexual, sensual power, or do you come from that control, wanting to, yield power over others with your sexuality? So it's really important to consider the consequences of your actions on yourself or others, you know, during this time. So right now it's about really allowing those deep emotions. Scorpio's watery, gorgeously watery, along with Pisces and Cancer. So there's deep feelings here. So now is a good time to let those emotions out that were too raw for you to release before. So the new moon will allow for that renewed energy to move through your own discomfort, to embrace that true empowered nature that is Scorpio. So let go of anything that isn't serving you. Have death to anything that isn't serving you. Become empowered with inner strength, inner mastery. That's true power. Not yielding power over others through manipulation, game playing, you know, all of that stuff. That's really base level stuff. You know, it's a very psychic, intuitive time. Scorpios are renowned for their psychic and intuitive ability. They really lack all that freaky sort of psychedelic, uncanny, sort of left of center sort of aspect to life. So there's going to be a real potent porthole with this new moon. There's going to be deep knowing and insights. Open yourself up to that. Release what's not serving you on this dark moon, like right now after you finish watching this. You know, if you're in Australia, you know, 10:40 tonight is the new moon. So you've got up to then to release anything that's not serving you. Illuminate, really be honest with yourself to let go of what's not serving you, so you can step into this newness. Jump off, take the leap into this transformational energy. You know, in its highest expression, Scorpio can evoke sacred sexuality, tantra, you know, that mind, body, soul connection. That's just that real deep, not that animalistic, quick thanks. You know, it's over. I mean, that is beautiful and sexual on some occasion, and it's really passionate. But Scorpios understand that sexuality lives in the connection to Eros, which comes from being powerfully present and excited about life. You know, it's deeper. Moving your body in a way that makes you feel sensual right now is a way to get this magnetic force flowing. So tonight, maybe get your sexy groove on and do a bit of dancing. So, you know, it's a really amazing time. You know, Scorpio has 3 phases of energetic vibration. The lowest ground dwelling is the ground dwelling Scorpion. It's easily threatened. It's like gets his stinger out and with sort of deadly, vengeful, sort of really scary. You don't want to get on the bad side of a Scorpio when they're in this lowest ground dwelling space. So the next phase is like the soaring eagle. The wizened Scorpio has learned life lessons and is keenly observant about everything with laser insight. And the highest vibration is the phoenix, the mythical bird that rises from the ashes of destruction to create new life. So rising above this death. But I'm really excited about this Scorpio new moon. It's my opposing sign, so I always get excited. So we got the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to let 3 cards come up. This is not too graphic. Good. They're fully clothed, which is really interesting because this is slow moving. So within relationships, it's really beautiful to maybe slow down and really feel into what it is to be sacredly sexual within a relationship. Not rushing in and jumping in and really looking at that superficial nature of what sexuality is depicted within our mainstream society. Look beyond appearances and really get to the heart and soul of the person, where Scorpios really like to be. You know, Scorpios really want to find a mate that they can be with them, who'll be with them beyond the grave. They're really slow, like this is slow moving, and this is definitely Scorpio because their character profile is emotionally focused and intense, preferring one-on-one interaction. So they slowly form those close, loyal bonds with people. They don't rush in, and this is definitely the Knight of Pentacles. It's a real slow-moving, gentle energy. It's not rushing in like the Knight of Swords, who's really, and like the Knight of Wands, who's like this charming rogue that rushes in and rushes out. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles here, which is complete ecstasy after lovemaking. They've really connected on every level, which is so Scorpio. And they're in that, you know, that beautiful, blissful place after those throes of ecstasy. And really, really connected and intertwined and merging with each other. So yeah, I mean, wow. And we've got the Wish card, which is complete intimacy and wish fulfillment within a relationship. Yeah, there's, you know, 2 earth energies here, the opposing, you know, Taurus sort of energy, and we have the Knight of Water, which is your suit, Scorpio. This is, yeah, complete wish fulfillment within an intimate relationship. I'm just going to allow 1 more card to come up, and that should be it. And wow, we have... So this is soulmate stuff. So this is Scorpio. You know, Scorpios really need to, if they want to embrace these really soul deep relationships though, they really have to have gone deep into their shadows so they can embrace their whole self, so then they can allow someone else to see those shadowy aspects. Because Scorpio likes to keep that shell on and don't really want to be seen. They want to study everyone else, but they don't really want anyone to dive deep into them. Don't study me, they say. Don't look too deep at me. You won't, you know, you won't find out what you're looking for. I'm going to hide it from you. So there's a real mystery with Scorpions, which is really sexy, I guess, for a lot of people. But Scorpios within a relationship, to get to this level of relationship, you need to confront their fear of betrayal, you know, to let go of all those memories of hurts and betrayals and meet people in the moment. Maybe move slowly in forming those really close, really, really deep, intimate soul-based relationships, but allow them to happen, because that's what you want as a Scorpio, and that's what we all really want, is to really be seen and accepted for the whole of who we are. Anyway, big love. Have a gorgeous new moon in Scorpio. Write those intentions, let those new beginnings come, and I'll see you soon.